I am a tall blonde man and welcome to my channel. So today I don't want to be, I don't want to be too serious. I want to take some time to talk about a panic attack I had. I had a panic attack about 2 or so years ago, and I don't know how I'm getting here. It's really hot in here. I had to turn off the air because it's too loud. So if you see me sweating, just like go grab a towel. I kind of just want to talk about panic attacks and anxiety and all that other things because people are tossing it around now. It's in, social gatherings, people discuss it, and a lot of people, are dealing with a lot of stress and anxiety. And if we're all dealing with it, I think it'd be good that we all talk about it. So, around 2 or so years ago, I was on the train. I was living in Chicago, and I was coming back from work, and I was on the express train specifically. So this thing goes like 70 miles per hour and does not stop for 15 minutes. Now, I had been riding the train back and forth for the whole, year plus that I was there, and I had no problems. But for some reason, that day, my mind was like, you're in danger. So I had that flight response and I could not move, so I started to begin to faint. I was getting dizzy, and then I had to put my head between my legs, and I was kind of nervous because I'm like, oh my gosh, how embarrassing. And it's just crazy to me that in this time that my body is struggling, that I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be embarrassed. But I mean, it's embarrassing that I a week before I'd seen a girl that fainted, and it was a big to-do because everyone wants to help, which is great, but it's a lot of attention on you. This panic attack really threw my life for a twist, really. I kind of felt like I had this post-traumatic stress from it, but I'm not a therapist, not a psychiatrist, not a doctor. Nothing I say, can be taken as a actual diagnosis. But I was very scared and very claustrophobic feeling after that because I was on the train, I was stuck. And I was having this panic attack. So anytime I tried to get on the train again, then while the doors were closing, I was like, oh my gosh, no, what's going on? My body freaked out. And that night that I actually had the panic attack, so I tried to go on the train again, and I pushed myself to do it. And I freaked out, my, blood pressure I'm sure was very high, and then I got off the train and I was fine. So then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to the gym because I try to de-stress with the gym. I try to work it out. And my mom was like, no, don't go to the gym. I'm like, no, I'm gonna go to the gym. So anyways, I'm at the gym. I'm huffing and puffing, losing my breath. And I get this feeling that I'm losing my breath. I'm freaking out. And I start having another panic attack. So I'm at the gym, I'm on the ground. I'm just sitting there talking to my mom, trying to save myself from fainting again. Cause I'm very tall, fainting. My mom's I call my mom. She's like, no, get on the ground. And so I get on the ground, and then I'm just at the gym for about an hour and a half. I called my roommate, Matt, very nice, came over to help me go to urgent care. I had asked somebody at the gym for a banana and a thing of milk they gave me, or orange juice or something, and they gave it to me. Just saying that I worked out too hard. And then I went to urgent care. I was like, I gotta get checked out. I've never had this before. What's going on? They check everything, and nothing's wrong. Health-wise, which I am very blessed for. I go home that night and I'm still it was the night that the Cubs won the World Series, so you can imagine that, and I lived very close to the stadium, so you can imagine that all this chaos is going on and I'm just freaking out and trying to get my mind to not be broken. So, and when I say my mind broke, I literally felt like it broke. I was an emotional mess, stressed out. I felt like I couldn't breathe. And then that night, I remember it just broke again. And I kept trying to, I'm like, okay, I gotta work on this. So the next